the beginning, we were invited as a group of ALAND. And ALAND is title of our piece. Means ALAND is just a land, one land, or Acca Al-Andalus. So our work is based on whole Andalusian culture and history and literature, and these contents we are interpreting as our piece. And we have 3 sculptures, and ALAND consists of 3 parts. One is Moses Maimonides, and the other is Muhammad Ibn Tufayl, and the last is Federico Garcia Roca. My pronunciation is a bit strange. Anyway, these 3 sculptures talking to each other, and the genre is to the pictures is like a movie, and it's all about the ALAND Andalusian, and everyone can be user. And Moses, we call this character as Moses, Muhammad, and Federico, but they are not representing themselves. It's not even about their books or literature or polymath text or whatever. It could be everyone, like Moses, my friend, or Muhammad, or my friend, or the father of my friend, or Federico is just my sister's friend, or something like that. So this is user-generated contents we are interested in. So that's everything about this.
We are in our space and in between Europe and Asia. I'm Korean. Jay is also Korean. Philip is Canadian, and Alex is Swiss, and Daniel also he is Swiss, and Julian is half English, half German, and Linus he's German, and so we are in this our space in between. We are medium to communicate each other and to develop each other as a scientist, as an artist, or as a student, as a professor. And we are sharing all the information. We are sharing all our advantages, and then to go through this very difficult world to get the really humanistic, the information and communication. It's much more important. That's why we are working together.
Well, I hope that the public discovers an aspect of themselves and their role in participating in the construction of culture, to rediscover their role in the construction of culture, as in the Andalusian model 1,000 years ago, until Columbus left for America. There was a moment, perhaps somewhat utopian, nevertheless a model of harmony and conviviality amongst cultures. And I hope that people, with their participation in this work, for which we are only the medium, the actual images are by and of Andalusians, over 200,000 images. So this I hope they discover, and then for the art world to discover their role as diplomats. Perhaps the last diplomats is the exchange of culture, and this is why such an event as the Biennale plays a greater role perhaps than a foreign office or a State Department, that the artists from so many countries, not only on this piece working together, but between pieces, also working together at lunch and eating. And this work, I don't know whether Jia mentioned, but it actually began with a meal in Germany of several scientists and artists and thinkers, and that was back in January, and here we see the result, that the public they're like birds. That's why we use so many telescopes. They fly over our screens. And of course, a bird can fly from North Korea to South Korea. Perhaps a person cannot cross that border. And even if one thinks about Europe, and how will the Europeans manage? It's a kind of a conference of birds, which is another text from the times around the moment of Al-Andalus, which was from Persia. And so in a sense, the public are birds in this piece. And we surveil their pictures. We do not surveil the public in our piece. There are many media art pieces that use motion sensing and other types of direct sensing. We only surveil the media, the screens. So this is, and their pictures look at other pictures. And this is what creates the montage on 22 screens in the installation.
Hombre, gustarme me ha gustado, el por qué tampoco lo tengo muy claro. Me ha sugerido vida, animación, movimiento, gente, distintas vidas en general.